Hey guys, ANY here. Wow, my first vlog on this channel, official one. Whatever. What I wanted to talk about was the day before yesterday. A friend was over. A friend I haven't seen in literally years. I mean, I believe about 8 years ago, the last time. She moved to Berlin, like, yeah, 8 years, 9 years ago, I believe. I don't know. I went to an exhibition of her right before she left, and I have photos of it. So I could actually find out when she did move to Berlin. Nevertheless, the story is that we kind of lost contact after she moved, and it took only a year of me moving to Berlin that we finally managed to meet each other. I mean, we started getting into contact even, I believe, 1 or 2 months after I came here. I believe she posted me and was like, "Hey, I've heard you moved to Berlin." I'm like, "Yeah, I moved to Berlin. Awesome to hear from you, and let's meet." And she was like, "Yeah, let's meet." And well, it took us until this weekend to finally make it happen. Nevertheless, where I wanted to go with is that she is, to give a little bit of background, she is not really a media person. She is not a person who is watching a lot of television. She is not a person who is hanging out a lot on the internet. We started talking because she's an artist and she was working on a current project, and this current project somehow tackled the topic of toys, which is and the theme which is going through toys, that it is always the kind of aiming for a specific demographic, gender-wise. And her goal was, besides other things, to create a gender unspecific toy. And for some reason, one topic led to the next. She also had heard about my YouTube channel from a common friend, and so we kind of tackled the topic of me, first of all, being a brony and me being a furry. And then I came into this strange situation, and because she has not such a connection to this kind of, let's call it, nerdy culture. So she was like, "What is a fandom?" And I was like, "Huh." This one was actually the easy one. It was like, okay, you know what a fan is, and the combination of fans as a whole is the fandom. And he was like, okay, I understand it. And then I told her about the Euroferns convention I went to, the upcoming Brony Fair, where, hey, by now it's public, I can say it, I will be a community guest. They posted it on their page, so apparently I am allowed to say I should be allowed to say it now as well. Yeah, but the thing is, and then she was like, she was asking this question, which is always kind of tricky, I think. She was asking, like, "And what do you do in such meetings?" I was like, yeah, "Normal stuff. What do you do at this meeting?" I was like, I showed her, because how to explain what a furry is, I showed her those. Wait. Okay, let me be careful to pick the YouTube cable ones, like here, image, great, God, reflecting light, damn it. And I personally love this one. This one is amazing. Just the expressions on every cat's face is like, okay, see my honest reaction to watching this image. Okay. It's like, every single time, it's like, this pleased cat with the chest squares, just the expression of every. Okay. Nevertheless, you see, this works every time. It is so annoying, because all I really need, I want those Passepartout frames for each of them, and then I want to actually spread them all over my walls. I have those for since last August lying around, nearly half a year, and I still haven't put them on my walls because I can't find those damn frames. Nevertheless, so I was showing her those images, and she was like, "So they are all into drawing this stuff." And I like, "Not only drawing, they also write books." And she was like, "Okay, so they're drawing and writing books, and what do you do at these meetings?" It is just this fascinating thing, because most people I hang around with have at least are in some kind of fandom, and they have a certain understanding, and quite interesting to get in this situation and to have to consider a mindset which is really not familiar with it, and how to explain it to somebody who is not familiar with it. Because the strange thing is, while you actually end up doing completely normal stuff on those meetings, I mean, what do? You talk, you play board games, you talk about shows, movies, probably some people also talk about sports, would never happen to me, but well, some people are in a fandom and also like sports. Who knew? No, okay, just kidding, man. It is. In the end, I believe it is really just you have a certain common interest, and beyond that, you just take this common interest as the reason to meet and hang out. And after that, you do what other people also do when meeting and hang out. Some people meet and hang out with coworkers a lot. Some with they are because they are in the same sports club or something like this. So basically, I wish I would have come up with this 2 days ago because I wasn't able to tell her like this. I was just stammering around and being like, well, you just, yeah, well, they do a lot of stuff. They some draw, some write, some read, some just watch shows, and but I still was struggling to explain what you do at such a meeting, and it is just a meeting. But yeah, this was a curious thing. I mean, probably most people who come across any of my channels, especially this one, are involved in some kind of fandom-y thing themselves, or so. Just try to imagine how would you explain it to somebody else, because. Yeah, it is for us. It is so second nature. The question, "What is a fandom?" really got me like by surprise, because for me the word fandom is absolutely common knowledge. For me, the word fandom is a word which is as common as, I don't know, cheesy puff. Okay, bad example because I don't know what the English word is, but Käseflip would be the German one. So, or coffee. Like fandom, coffee, both completely common words I use on a regular basis. But yeah, just try to reflect on how, if somebody who is not marking you, she wasn't marking me, she is a complete honest and really curious person. She's just not a person who is hanging out in the right areas to get to know stuff like this. She's not hanging out on the internet all day long. So yeah, just imagine yourself in a situation where you have to describe what is a fandom, what do you do as a member of the fandom at meetups. How do you, on the one hand, explain what it is with all its weirdness and awkwardness and strangeness, and on the other hand, how to communicate that it is actually just guys hanging out? Yeah, this was just on my mind, so see you next time!